Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy self-isolation. You can see that I am in my apartment here with this wonderful eagle right behind me for power and fortitude here. Actually switched my desk around last week because I knew I'd be making more of these videos, and it seemed kind of funny to have that little eagle back there. Um, I hope that you all are well. I hope that you're doing fine wherever you are, and that you're safe. And I think it's going to be a hard couple weeks ahead of us. I know myself getting a little stir crazy here and there, and I'm sure that many of you feel the same. But I hope that you're kind of finding a little bit of a groove, finding a little bit of normalcy in how the next couple days and next couple weeks are going to proceed, and we'll kind of get through it. I've been enjoying reading your responses from the NEAT documentary from last week, and I am glad that most of you, it seems, enjoyed and found fulfillment in that. So I'm happy to be seeing that. And hopefully giving you a better appreciation for bourbon in particular, and bourbon kind of as it is in the spectrum of whiskeys. So, yeah, I've been enjoying that. Um, so this week, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a turn, and we're going to talk about identity. And we're going to talk about identity as it relates to not just kind of like the philosophical area and the interesting metaphysical questions that we can ask about identity, but then we can also ask questions in turn of as it relates to, well, what happens to our identity when we consume alcohol. Okay, and that'll be more so for our discussions on Thursday, so definitely watch the videos that I have prepared when I prepare them, and you'll find them in your folder for Thursday. I haven't created them yet. I will do that this week, and they will be ready for you by Thursday. But that's where we're headed, okay, is looking at and kind of asking those questions of like, thinking about identity first and foremost as it relates to our own metaphysical questions, but then taking that next step and saying, well, who are we when we consume alcohol? Or who are we when we consume any sort of inebriant? Okay, because those are fairly interesting questions. And then we'll see the other resulting questions in that. But for this week, or pardon me, for today, Tuesday, March 31st, what I hope for you to do is kind of watch this video first, get acclimated, kind of find your feet a little bit, and then the second video I've actually recorded for one of my other classes called Belief in Reality. So I might make a couple of overtures to that class and stuff that's going on in that class. You can pay no mind to that. But the substance of the short little video pertains to where we're going. Just thinking about who it is that we are. Okay, like what shapes our identity. Okay, past experiences, who raised us, where we were raised, religious beliefs, non-religious beliefs, various other aspects of our identity, right? And does our future self determine our present self? What does it even mean to have a future self? Okay, and so these questions plus more I'll dive into in that second video. So please watch this one, and if you've made it this far, then you've obviously been watching it. And then please watch the next one, which again I recorded for another class last summer. And then there's a nice kind of third summation video of just other philosophical questions on the nature of identity. So again, I'm a bit bummed that we aren't having these conversations in class because they're just so rich, and they're so rich and rewarding. So I hope that you find at least some things to think about, and then on Thursday, once I've created those lectures, I'll post them, and you'll see kind of how what we set up with this lecture, with the other one, and with the short little crash course in philosophy. We'll see how that connects to some, I think, really important questions to ask for our class of philosophy and alcohol. So hopefully that gets you excited, gets you kind of out of the gates, and yeah, hope that you're all well and staying safe and washing those hands and getting by as best as you're able. All right, cheers.